Hello and welcome back to the Ground Forces with me, Tek. So today we're going to have two battles for you, both of which are on the same map. I really can't remember what the names of the maps are on Ground Forces anymore. To be honest, I don't really care. But so this is quite an interesting battle. I started off, I'm going to contest the C point you can see on top of the hill. So initially I'm just kind of rolling over towards the C point, using this track here that keeps you covered because it's obviously lower ground. Noticeably there is quite a few people going for the C point, which is not great because this tiger gets in the way, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, noticeably there's quite a lot of people going for the C point and less people going for the B, and I have noticed that. So what you will see me do in a minute is just kind of assessing, seeing if there is anyone going over towards that C point, having a look who's in front, who's going to be offering me some support. But yeah, I start to see these two targets over towards the B point, where we only appear to have one or two tanks heading over there. Got a couple of tanks that are camping the hill as always. So yeah, I decide that it's possibly in my best interest to quickly have a peek over and see if I can get any shots in. And I see this guy, there's a long shot here, should have led that shot a little bit further I think, because obviously that didn't hit. This other guy has spotted him too. I just have a quick look at him, and again I don't have much of a shot on him, so I switch back to the other target. So yeah, you can see I possibly have a hit there, which yep, I get the hit and I do some damage to his tank to knock the engine out, and I get the assist there. It's not much, but as I said, it's the first assist of the battle, so that's quite handy. Fire a quick pot shot at the other target as he's firing back at my friend. I actually drove in front of his gun there, which wasn't brilliant, so sorry to that guy if he actually ends up watching this. I doubt he will, but you never know. So yeah, then I spot this UI tank, and obviously with there being not that many people contesting that B point, I decide that it is probably quite worthwhile to stop here and have a couple of shots at him and try and basically offer some support for the people contesting that B point. So yeah, I end up getting the kill on this guy, as he's only UI and he's just sitting there as always, as I said in the last video I uploaded, where I feel that they should possibly be made to be slightly more intelligent, if it's even possible, because obviously as you saw there I was letting in lots of cover and lots of fire, and yeah, he didn't retaliate at all. Possibly if they made it so that the person that's dealing the most damage is the person that he focuses on would be quite handy. As you see, I saw my friend die there, which actually makes me kind of a little bit worried, thinking there is actually people that are targeting people coming up this bridge line, well up to contest the C point. And I see this guy, again I should have probably led that a little bit further if I actually really wanted to hit, but I didn't really expect that to do much, so yep, I continue pushing up. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. As before, they were all long range shots. This is where it gets a little bit balls to the wall. So as you can see, there's a couple of shots coming in. We've got a friendly tiger in front of us, not really doing much. So I think he's covering that point. He has got a good shot off at a couple of our a couple of our tanks that are contesting that point. And as you can see, I'm just going to cautiously poke out here because this is a point that I see a lot of people poke through too quickly, and there's someone there and they get owned. So basically, yeah, I'm trying to be as cautious as possible pushing through here. You see the tiger's moved up, and there is a guy I thought at first is further away, and then you see all that exhaust coming out through the hole there, and he's obviously going to put a shot into me here. But this is where it all starts going wrong. I get a crit on the tiger that's coming through, and that's one hit. How many hits do you think I take here? There's one so far. There's two. And obviously that tiger is pushing around behind. I'm waiting for him to come around to get a shot on him. I haven't got a shot on the other tank. There's 3 or 4, I can't remember now. There's 4, should we say? I'm just having a look around to see where that shot kind of comes from. There's a couple of shots coming in from there, and I can't see where they're actually shooting me from. There's 5 and 6 if you haven't been counting. 7 there, just blown off the back of the turret. And so what I'm trying to do here is possibly wiggle the turret around a little bit to try and basically not give them a shot at the points where they've already damaged my turret. So now you see I'm repaired, and there's that tiger that was pushing around. Initially I thought he was going to put a shot into me, but I think he's more focused on the other tiger that's possibly behind me, and I put a shot into him there. It could just be his turret's damaged, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we actually had an arty strike called in, and so now yeah, I put another shot into his the side of his tank there, damaging a couple of his components, and this guy in here takes another shot onto me. and you can see the tiger. This is where it's quite dodgy because I have no angling whatsoever from here. So obviously my track's blown off. I'm trying to get round to get the angling, try and put a shot in through his driver's viewpoint there, and you can see, honestly, I thought I was going to die from that tiger there because he has got the penetration bonus, but he shoots me in a stupid place, as do I kind of shoot me in a stupid place, and I take out his engine. This is where I'm kind of hoping, like, come on, get the shot, and there it is, ground unit destroyed. Sorry if I'm speaking rather quick, it's just there's quite a lot to kind of commentate over here. So obviously there's still that guy on the other side of the wall, and you can see the other T-34 that's hiding just up behind the cap. So yeah, I actually die here because I think, okay, I'm going to try and push round and get a shot at that other guy through the hole. You see, I'm just repairing my tank, watching to see if anyone's trying to push round these corners. Just going to give a quick shout to my crew, tell them what my intentions are. As the crew, sorry, my teammates on top of the hill, they have done quite a nice job, so yeah, I quite like what they've done. So at the moment, I'm going to try and peek through this hole here, and I thought, okay, he's taking a shot, so I have a little bit of time. Underwears to me, there's another T-34 who's about to kill me. I'm trying to choose a point, I try the Greek point, and there we go. The T-34 Mod 43 gets a good shot off at me, and yeah. So anyway, this is the second battle I'm going to be showing you. There's quite a lot also that goes in on this. As always, a tank that spawns in front of me, War Thunder, and I get pushed by a KV, or IS something, I'm not sure, you can't really tell because a lot of tanks have that turret. But yeah, can't sort of get myself too stuck up on that. So again, I'm going to push down through this point, there you go, it's a T-34. So yeah, I'm going to push down this way again because I quite enjoy fighting on this side of the map. I feel I know it a lot better as to the spots that I can hide and use to my advantage. So yeah, I actually slow down a little bit there, just kind of having to think of what I'm going to do. Yeah, there's not that much going on right now. Sorry, I had a bit of a hiccup there. We are pushing over towards the A point and the C point quite heavily again. So again, it's the kind of the same plan as before, except this one does kind of work to my advantage, and I end up getting quite a few. I think I get 4 kills in this and 3 assists. So it was quite a nice game. So obviously, this is my usual stopping point to kind of assess the battle over who's where, who's doing what. I don't stop to take any shots. I have a shot at this guy, I believe. No, I didn't get the hit on him. You have to bear with me slightly here because I actually recorded these battles last night, so I can't quite remember as to the points of the battle as what was going on. So I'm just kind of commentating over the video. So yeah, we're going to push up this track here, and I think I come across some guy who's contesting, or do I? No, I don't. That's later on. There's basically a couple of guys who are already capping up here, so I feel that the strongest thing for me to do is possibly support the I can't speak today. Possibly support the A point in the centre of the map by using the camping spot that I so much hate, because when people say, for example, there's only the B point that's active on this map. When we're trying to cap that, usually I always seem to find people still seem to camp this spot. That's when I get annoyed. So I would say it's okay when you have a battle like this, but there's 3 points of capture because you've got 2 points that you can contest easily and protect, rather than when it's just the B point, as you can that you'll see possibly in another video. I'm not too sure if I'll upload another one today, but when it's just that B point, I find people camp here, and it really grinds my gears because it's just, you can't do much. I mean, yeah, okay, you can get some shots off people, like you can see here. I'm going to get a couple of shots off at the guys on the other side, but it's really not that effective compared to a lot of the other spots. Like there's a guy over here, that's a UI vehicle, so I just lay a shot into him. Really, right now, I'm just trying to keep the gun singing because obviously I have a lot of targets to see. I'm just trying to lead that. Actually, don't connect the shot, which is quite bad, but oh well. And yeah, at this point, I realise, oh my god, all the people on the hill have died. What has happened here? So I have a little contest and see what goes on, and you'll see 1 tank there, 2 tanks, and 3. There's a tiger up there. I missed that shot, which is quite bad, but oh well, it was just a quick pot shot as I was reversing because I saw too many other tanks. And this is where the enemy make a slight mistake that I punish them for, is they don't consider me much of a threat, which I feel quite It's quite a bad move by them. I think there's one tank that does try and actually do something about me, but yeah, I think I do end up dying here because the contestants is just too much really at the end of the day. You can see a lot of the enemy tanks have just pushed around behind the hill. I try and put an artillery strike and noobly put it basically on myself, which didn't quite work out, which, oh dear, Tek, what are you doing? But yeah, I basically called an artillery on myself there, which wasn't brilliant, but what can you do? But actually, yeah, I start pulling back while that artillery's going off just to check the contestants for the A point, to see if I can do anything to anyone over there. But unfortunately I can't. You'll notice I'm actually reversing out backwards here because it's not the most brilliant idea, but at the time, well, at the moment, there's not really much else I can do. I mean, I could turn around the tank, but obviously, really not worth it. So yeah, I ride past here again quickly just to see if there's anyone to worry about, and I spot this guy who's just rushing, YOLOing, and yeah, things don't go too well. My friend gets in the way, and I'm thinking, really? Are you going to try and block me from the kill? But I managed to get in a shot and set him on fire right there. He has an engine fire, and I get the ground unit destroyed, which is quite handy. The other guy up there looked to me like he was friendly, so I didn't contest him. Bam, there's another guy just sitting there, and for some reason, again, they didn't spot me, or they didn't consider me a threat, and there you go, he's now noticed me, and yeah, he reversed back through there pretty quickly. We've had another artillery strike called in us there, so I'm just trying to push forward a little bit, and you can see he is trained. He's not looking at me. Don't quite get that, but yeah, so I'm basically just putting shot after shot into him, trying to take out the gunner before he can actually do any damage to any of my friends, which is quite a useful thing to do in ground forces. Is when you're being contested by a number of tanks, don't just shoot at the one tank. Try and take out gunners from all of the tanks, so you render them pretty much defenseless. Right now, he's spotted me, and he's trying to put a shot into me here, and I consider that his gun is back up and working now, because he's actually turned his turret pointing at me, and you can see he's trying to get a shot off through this gap, so I'm reversing right back. Initially, I thought that was him shooting, which it was, and I put a shot into there and get the kill. Yeah, so I believe that's the third kill or second and assist that I've got. Now, right here I could have pushed through and tried to capture the zone, but I felt that the A point was about to be rushed quite heavily, and my suspicions were correct. Well, actually, I think initially I was trying to go and just basically lay down some cover around that B point, because we've got a big force, and look, there is that rush that appears on the A point. So basically, yeah, I just put in a few shots on them, trying to dislodge them from down there, and protect these two guys that are trying to do something about it. So yeah, I keep trying to. I don't know quite what went on with my aiming there. My mouse had a little bit of a spaz, and it just kind of decided to flick up. Another shot off there at the B point and get another kill assist. It's quite handy. But yeah, I'm basically just trying to dislodge people from these two bases that are being capped by them. Because basically, if they cap these, we are pretty screwed. But yeah, I get another hit in on that guy there. And I focus back on this guy quickly to try and get another shot. As you can see, I don't focus on one target because the chances are that if I can just kind of do a little bit of damage to a lot of people and try and take out another ground unit destroyed there, if I try and take out as many sort of gunners and things like that, it's more worthwhile to my team rather than actually just focusing and trying to be basically not kill stealing, but kind of trying to just focus on getting kills. Because at the end of the day, that's what really annoys me about ground forces, is people regard kills higher over actually what to do in the battle of trying to win, basically camping. But yeah, so basically this could be considered camping, but I'm actually kind of trying to stop people from getting into this cap. And you can see another guy rolling out in front of me there. They are starting to cap that A point, which is worrying me, so we get another assist on that guy. And you can see the A point is going back down. I switched to this target who's over on the hill, worried that he knows where I am, is going to start trying to lay some cover fire for the people in the cap, which doesn't happen. He disappears, and bang, there's another guy in the cap down there. So I lay off another shot. I believe I try and shoot someone. I basically, the pen marker goes green, and I try and shoot him, and it just doesn't register as a hit. Whether or not I missed him, I'm not sure of, but yeah. I don't know why quite I reversed there, but I'm trying to get another. Oh, there we go, got another kill assist on that guy down there in the cap, and we are lowering. We're basically trying to stop them from capping that A point, because if they cap that A point, we are screwed. So I try and just put another shot in on that guy, worried that he's going to be going around to the B, and you can see now we are capping that B point, which is quite handy. and I lay off another shot on this guy. I think this is where, oh no, I did hit him. That's quite handy. So yeah, I've at the moment I'm quite happy with what I'm doing. I'm actually trying to pull my weight as much as possible. There was a lot of people trying to cap that A point. There we go. That was, to me, that looked like it should have been a hit. Whether or not it bounced or he was reversing, I don't quite know, but I'm trying to basically lay as much covering fire as I can down to the people in this cap, because there's no point in me getting in there, and I believe we lost it there. It's an okay game, I did quite well, so yeah. As always, rate, comment and subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, stay tuned for more ground forces, possibly some World of Tanks if I can be asked. And yeah, the music in the background, of course, as always, is my own DJ sets from my other channel. If you like the music and you want to just hear some music while you're playing yourself, be sure to check out DJ Active. So yeah, I hope this has been fun for you to watch and kept you amused, or even if you're just listening to it, playing whatever you're playing, just have fun and take care, and I hope to see you back here soon. Sound.